Oh, hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. There's a new banner in Fire Emblem Heroes. And yes, I did get the pack, and yes, you do only get the boost for 90 days. Okay, yeah, SP is so important. I don't know why they do these things, man. Like, whatever. Anyway, point being, if you want this fancy design, this is what it looks like in real time. I don't know that it's really worth it, though, to be honest. I mostly just did it to top off my orbs so that we were, at least around 200. Because we are likely going to have to spark. Nope. Other than that. Where I'm not talking about you just yet. We are likely going to have to spark on this guy here. And there are no tickets. So I think it's probably going to be closer to like 165-ish, I think is what it is. Maybe. So we'll see. I think overall, I'm mostly interested in CECILIA. I think she's going to be a long-term +10 plan for me. Mainly because the bride banners in general aren't always, like, hit, for the most part. A couple years ago with Duo Micaiah, it absolutely was. But, a 4-star? Bruh. So this, if we don't get a bunch of copies, it will actually give me intent to utilize double special when that pops around for her. And she's red, so that's great. Conveniently, she's color sharing with another target that I have, mainly attack res hold, in Sophia. So, if we get double of her, all the better. I know she's good. I just, we'll see. I may just pull everything but colorless up until we get to Spark to just see how things go. And then we've also got this, which I would really like to get at least one copy of them. But again, I think Fallen Rhea is still kind of the priority. I don't know what the legendary hero looks like this month, but we'll find out at some point. There should be a banner prediction video coming up soonish, so look forward to that. But before we kick things off, thank you to members. Channel members, welcome, and thank you. And also, how are you? I'm just checking to see how you're doing. Maybe you don't get asked enough. That's what we're doing. Anyway, sorry, that felt parasocial. Anyway, we are going to thank you again, members. We are going to just, I guess, hop into this and see what we get. Everything but colorless is game, so everything on this circle is game. Reds are great. Reds are pretty pog. I think probably I'll throw CECILIA in the on the left there, or the right, that side. I'll throw CECILIA's over there. Typically I don't do 4-stars or 4-star specials, pending any kind of space availability, but yeah, they will be fine. I think we'll be fine. I don't think this is going to be like a crazy summon haul or anything like that. That would be too good to be true, I think, probably. Since there's only 2, it's 7 orbs to get 2 extra points for Spark. I guess it's probably worth. If we did get Lilina, it wouldn't be the worst. Hello, my red tone cav. Yo. Love that. Please be plus attack. Oh! Ow! That's right. See, sometimes when you ask nicely, things just work out. And yeah, that's great. We love that. We should favor you. We should favor you. 100%. Well, that's great. I could just end the banner right now. We could just end the banner right now and everything would be totally fine. Except we didn't get Roy and Elwood, which is a bummer, frankly. It's a bit of a bummer there. So we'll pull a little bit more. We'll at least go to Spark. Sparking is fine. I feel like the amount it takes to spark and the time it takes to get there is actually like a nice summon video length. It's usually just around 20 minutes, maybe 2 plus or minus minutes, depending on the orb assortment and such, or the stone assortment, I should say. So okay, hey, this works too. We'll pull the blue here. It's only 3. It's 3 for an extra spark point. We love that. We love that for us. How fantastical. Wrong CECILIA. Green CECILIA. Green CECILIA, not red CECILIA. So that's fine. You guys may remember I recently, well, not terribly recently, it is almost June at this point, isn't it? I did do a plus 10 Winter CECILIA build, and I think she has far save built in now. I think I gave her far save of some kind. I don't remember what it was. But very exciting, very cool, very hype. So getting another CECILIA ult. Nice. Oh god, I'm bleeding feathers right now. In the best way possible, I am bleeding feathers, and I'm okay with that. We got our merge. We love that. Plus defense is not super useful, but that's fine. I'm okay with it. Yeah, it's been a minute. I will have extra videos coming out scheduled soonish, because they're important to the lore of the channel and to the Fae account. So those will be coming at some point in the near future. We did do some Rhea polls in a live stream. Don't bother going back to watch that. I will have a slightly more condensed version for you to watch soon. And we did also build a really solid Ferdinand. So in honor of Billy Kometz, who is fighting colon cancer right now. So we did a little live stream in his honor, and did a donation to his GoFundMe and shouted that out. And it was nice. So we'll have videos for that stuff happening. I meant to have them come out much sooner, but unfortunately, life has been a little bit crazy lately. So I haven't been able to dedicate a lot of time to editing specifically. So thank Naga, we have little Genshin trailers and announcements, and even with Three Hopes, them having a trailer every Friday now for the past 2 Fridays has been really nice. For me to just be able to sit down and still make something. I've been a bit of a React Andy lately, I will admit that. But it's nice, because it doesn't involve a lot of editing, and I say, ooh, okay, well. Shucks, you aren't either of the red targets that I have. Namai? I still don't know how to say your name. I'm so sorry. You don't deserve that coming from me. Dave, I'm sorry, Lady Dave. This is not how I intended our day to go. I think I got her recently on something else too. I won't divulge because I feel like that would be slightly spoilery, but yeah, what are you? What are you? Okay. Well, let's not talk about that. Okay, that's bad, actually, for me. Because, like, I mean, you see that and you're like, but Joint Drive Reds, and I'm like, yeah, but like, I have a bunch of Guinevere's, so really not super useful for me. Moonbow, maybe. Moonbow's pretty hype. Moonbow pretty hype. The downside is that it reset my my counter. We were gonna be close to 3 3/4%, and now it's just not. Oh yeah, okay. See, we lose some, we win some. We lose some, we win some. That's okay. That's okay with me. I'm sure that a lot of you are wondering, like, KCB, my guy. Look, all this talk about Bride Pala, what happened, my dude? Yeah, I know. I'm also upset. But frankly, 4-star CECILIA and, like, a harmonized Roy Ellawood, that kind of makes up for it. I'm gonna be honest. You know, I replied to a comment recently asking this very question, and I said, well, denial is always the first stage of grief. I think that's right. I hope that's right. Pretty sure that's right. Don't actually know the stages of grief. Don't care to know the stages of grief, frankly. You know, cross that bridge when we get there. So yeah, it was sad. I was sad about it. I'm sure that several others were also fairly sad about it. Hey, CECILIA plus 20,000 feathers? What's that, gamers? Best luck ever? I think so. I think so. Okay, well, yeah, that's fine. You know, we're gonna promote up, so it's all good. It's all good. We're just gonna promote on up. We may have to spark an Eloid here. Green is not showing up terribly frequently, so I am feeling very confident. We have a +3 CECILIA now, so I feel like a double special is just kind of a no-brainer at this point. Hopefully we can get to like +5. That's kind of like the pipe dream, so to speak. It's doable. Certainly doable. Likely, I don't know, but certainly doable. You're not. That's okay. Anyway, yeah. Bride Pala, she's not here. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you. Bride Pala just doesn't exist. But you know, Valentia characters, they get rocked. It happens, you know. It's not an uncommon thing. I mean, how long did it take us to get Valentian Pala after Valentian Katria? You know what I mean? Like it was like what, a year and a half? Is that how long it took? I don't even remember. That's just a sad part of my life. I choose not to remember. Oh my gosh, my dog woke up. My dog woke up and shook. If you heard something, that's what that was. So yeah, I don't know where Bride Pala is. Maybe next year. Who knows? You know. But overall, I feel like this banner is kind of neat. It's basically Roy and his harem. So that's something, I guess. End of day. That's kind of something. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. Maybe that's just a sign of things to come. Like maybe we're going to get Resplendent Palette announced soon. You know, maybe that's what's gonna happen. I don't know. It could happen, and life could be great. You're not at all who I'm after. Okay, my dog just opened the door now. So, hold on. All right, sorry about that. That was probably no time lost for you whatsoever, and that's fine. But there's a dishwasher going just outside of this room. It's very loud, so I didn't want that to corrupt any audio. You know, not a problem we'll have soon. Not an issue that will be existing soon. Jen and I actually closed on our house earlier this week. Oh, good Lord. That was an endeavor. You know, it's funny because in the craziness that is the market, right? You wouldn't think that, oh, you're just gonna have a nice relaxing transition throughout this whole process. It was such an easy purchase. Like, they were fine when the house got appraised for lower than we offered. They were fine fixing things that came up in the report. Oh, hello. They were fine with all of these things. And I'm just like, when does it get difficult? When does this get difficult? I straight up, I asked our realtor that. I was like, when does this start to get like dicey? Because like, you know, I've heard so many horror stories. And he was just like, you know, take it as a blessing. I was like, okay. I won't ask questions. Just, you know, we'll just wave it out. Something happened the day we were supposed to close, where HOA fees, which we do have an HOA, but it's fairly... I hate this guy. I hate this guy a lot. It's fairly limited. Like it's not a lot. It's like $100 quarterly. So, you know, it's not even like $500 a year, which is pretty reasonable for an HOA. The only downside is that you have to get stuff approved, but like, yeah, I don't know. It's also like a neighborhood that's been growing, and expanding since like the 80s, I guess. So they don't seem that weird about stuff, if that makes sense. Sometimes they'll be like really specific on what you can and can't do with like, I don't know, color of your house or even your shutters or the color of your door, something like that. They could be weird about it, but I don't think that's going to be an issue here, so that's cool. The craziest thing we want to do is put like a fence in the front of the yard and eventually put like solar panels on our roof, at least on the garage, you know, just to take some solar energy and do some, you know, maybe power generator. I don't know how stuff works. Content brain. Anyway, point is, the sellers had delinquent HOA fees. They were no longer in the possession of the HOA group, but they had sent them to like their lawyers or something, and they were in charge of handling the settlement. And the documentation we had was so old that the phone numbers for these people didn't even exist anymore. So evidently our lawyers were trying to find out how to resolve this. I had talked to our lender, and somehow between the hours of 6 p.m. It was like Monday, or Tuesday, or Wednesday. It was a weekday. We'll say, well, you know, it was a weekday. 6 p.m. on a weekday to 9 a.m. on the next day. It somehow got resolved after I told our lender this. I don't know how it happened. But, you know, evidently our lawyers were trying to figure this out for like a week. They got literally nowhere. So I guess mortgage lenders are very powerful people. That's what I take from that whole experience. So yeah, that was a bit of a thing. We had to actually postpone the close date by a day. And that was a bit of a sticky wicket that we didn't anticipate, because we were all prepared to go in and close, and the sellers had what's called rent back, so they're still in it. I think their kids are finishing school for the year or something along those lines. So we won't get in it for another 30-ish days, another 4 weeks or so. But yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Our lease where we currently live isn't up until oh, hello, Stephanie. It's not currently up until I think like late August, maybe even September. I don't know. I'll worry about that when I get their little email asking me to re-up and give them a bunch of my money again. But yeah, that was a bit of an unexpected adventure that we had to take. And then, of course, there was, you know, the car did get totaled, so we've been trying to figure out, oh, well, now after almost a year of not having a car payment, because I paid it off early, we have to go back into the world of car payments again. It's just like, when does life stop being awful? Hopefully soon. I'm hoping soon, because I do have a little matter of a 10,000 subscriber live stream special that I have been planning for a while, and frankly, I think now it makes more sense to kind of just postpone it until we get into the new house, where frankly I'll have a lot more room, and I'll be able to kind of better accommodate the camera stuff that I'm gonna need to do. It's a whole thing. I've been planning it a while. Okay. So yeah, it's a bit of an ordeal, but I think it's best if we postpone it for now. And I'll let little details slip here and there to help keep you guys excited. Yeah. Okay. +4. Nice. Very nice. The overall isn't going bad. I'm not doing too great on focus units in general, but I'm doing great on Cecilia's. Doing great for Cecilia's. We've missed the red and green focus twice now to a Garrick and a Lady Dave. Don't know how to say her name. Not even gonna try. We're probably gonna have to spark Roy Elwood. I think that's probably what's gonna have to happen here. Yeah, but hey, look, thank you guys so much for 10,000 subscribers. I did a special video on it, but you know, unless Fire Emblem Heroes is in the title and like occasionally Genshin Impact if the topic is spicy enough, no one sees that stuff. You know, it's frustrating. It's a little bit frustrating, partially because the majority of my audience just wants to hear gotcha news, which is so boring. But like, it's what you guys want, and it helps pay the bills, so I got to do it, you know. But for those of you who did see it, for those of you who took a couple minutes of your day to watch that, thank you. I appreciate it. I am, you know, I'm looking forward to what comes next. In the old days, we'd actually get a bronze play button for that. So we could have had like a play button hanging up back there. Wouldn't that be cool? Susan. Not to call you out, Susan. Like a bronze play button. Honestly, they just don't do bronze buttons anymore. It's not something. I think if there became a point where a lot of channels could hit 10K, and so YouTube would go broke if they just kept sending out bronze play buttons to everybody that hit 10K. So they're a little more selective now. I think it's 100,000 and 1 million, and special cases beyond 1 million. We'll get you stuff. So, but I don't do it for the stuff. I do it for the stories that I still cannot post. Actually, hold on. Live update right in the moment. Right in the moment. Right in the moment, guys. We're going for it. We're going for it. Okay. 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 Phone. We got a phone. See, there should be story down there. There's no story down there. Very sad. I can make a post and I can go live and I can upload a video and I can make a short, but I can't make a story. Unfortunate. They haven't kicked in yet, but they will eventually kick in sometime down the road, I'm sure. So hey, look forward to that. We look forward to that. All right, let's just come on, bro. Come on. How many times are you not gonna be Roy? Yeah. I just want my dad-son duo over here, which is not completely accurate because they are not a duo. They're technically a harmonized. It's kind of one of those cheeky harmonized pairings, like what they did with Winter Soniki and Alpina. But, you know, we get what we can. We get what we can. You know, it's worth it. It's worth the 8 just to see. Just pique my curiosity. Titania, that's fun. Hopefully you'll be a resplendent soon. We're back down to 0 after this anyway. And by 0, I mean 3%. So... Oh, I didn't actually show it. Well, criminy. I guess that is what it is, isn't it? We will back out. I guess this means the smart thing to do would obviously be to get the harmonized dad-son pairing here. We did end up with a +4 Cecilia, who already has a plus attack stat. One of which was a 5-star, so we don't even have to burn the feathers. So that's kind of cool. But you know, we'll take this one. This is the other unit I was genuinely really excited about. Attack res hold is dope, but it's not that dope, you know? Like, it's helpful, but it's not that helpful. I'm not one of those sweaty gamers that has to have everything absolutely optimized unless it's on, like, all of my favorites. And frankly, I have so many Rhea and Makai ults at this point, I can't have that many favorites. So, you know, it's cool. It's cool seeing them here. Like, Elwood's just being the ultimate wingman to Roy's harem fest out here. So, you know, hey, look, overall, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. And we got to tell some stories. We got to hang out a little bit. I think that's a win. I think that's an absolute win. I think we did it in about 170? I think we did it in 170. So overall, pretty close to like the minimum amount you need to spark, I think. Pretty sure, anyway. Hey, I call this a win. I think we did really well. I'm looking forward to getting more Cecilias in the future. This was dope. This was super dope. And you know what? If the legendary banner isn't that great, we may bounce back and forth between these guys a little more. Who knows? Honestly, what I'm gonna do? We'll just take it one day at a time. We take it one day at a time, gamers. Are you with me? Heck yes, you are. You know who else is with me? Members. Thank you, members, again for your support. The outcry of support has just been phenomenal. So thank you guys so much for that. I don't know when we'll get member gifting, but I would like to be able to try and gift some members to you guys, like memberships to you guys, at some point in the future. So I'm keeping an eye out. So make sure you drop by the live streams just in case it does go live one day and I gift some members to unsuspecting viewers of mine. And obviously other people can gift members too. I think it's only in like bigger channels that they're rolling it out with right now, which, you know, it makes sense. The odds of someone gifting a member in my channel is like far less than like someone gifting a membership in like Valkyrie or Sykkuno's channel, right? So, you know, there's that. But hey, I don't know where I was going with this, but thank you, members. Thank you again, members. I went off on a train of thought and it derailed. Hey, thank you so much for watching. Did you pull on this banner? I feel like the 40% of you maybe did. And like a majority of you, I think, were just very excited for Cecilia with me. So thank you for that. But that is it for now. So thanks for watching. Let me know how your summons went. Be sure to subscribe, come back for more, and until then, I will catch you next time.